Greetings to everybody. It is a wonderful occasion to be able to greet our TV, radio, and whatever social media audience, and to be able to relate to you what is the church position on this COVID vaccination. The statistics of today of this COVID pandemic infection, 194 million people have been infected. Wow, that is such a big number. And 4.16 million people are dead because of this virus. You can see this is really very serious. And that's the reason why we need to illustrate you. We need to tell you about what is the church position, because the church wants to help you, okay? Now, the General Conference actually had a statement on vaccination way back in 2014. And this vaccination statement still continues to be utilized, and it is more so important during this time of the pandemic, okay? Now, the statement that the church is saying is that we are encouraging people. The church is not neutral. It does not say, well, it's up to you to decide whether you want to be vaccinated or not. But it is recommending and encouraging people to have vaccination. Now, why do you think the church is encouraging and not just taking a neutral position or being silent about this vaccine? Okay, as a church, we encourage people to undergo or to embark into a healthy lifestyle. We have the New Start, we have celebrations, we have creations. And as you know, all of these are actually encouraging people to do exercises, to take what we call a more plant-based diet, having a lot of liquids and water, and trust in divine power. Now, we don't have any question when the church is encouraging us to embark in this New Start and celebrations lifestyle. And now, similarly, the church is encouraging, just like we are encouraging you to embark in New Start and celebration. The church is encouraging that we are going to embark in this vaccination, especially COVID-19 vaccination. Well, one of the reasons, the church is not just going to stand because it believes that this vaccine is very important. This vaccine can really save lives. Not only that, also to prevent infection to other people. When we are going to have this COVID infection, it is not only us who are going to be involved. I know of families. First of all, the wife got it and then the husband got it. The husband even died. Not only that, but also to the grandparents. So it is really also a social responsibility. And as you know, with this Delta variant going on, and we have so many variants going on, Alpha, Beta here in South Africa, then Delta, Delta even plus, and then the Lambda, the more we wait for us to be vaccinated, the more these variants are going to come up. And when they come up, they become more virulent, they become more vicious, and it is more difficult for us to treat. So it's very important that when we embark in vaccination, it helps to prevent these variants from coming up. But what does the vaccine do? Okay, first of all, you have to realize then when you get vaccinated, the body is prepared for a viral attack. Like for instance, if you know that somebody is going to come into your house to be a thief or to steal, what you do is you prepare the house so that when the thief is going to come, then you are well prepared. And this is exactly what happens when we have this vaccination. It prepares the body for an assault of the virus so that when the virus comes, immediately the soldier cells of the body come into effect, the soldier cells which have been formed by the vaccine. Then they immediately attack. Whereas if you're going to say, well, anyway, I'm just going to wait for my natural immunity. So it is just like actually saying, okay, I'll just wait until the thief comes. And when the thief comes, that's the time that I'm going to be prepared. And by the time, it's going to be too late. So we are encouraging you so that when you get that vaccination, and this virus is very rampant, it is all around these days, then your body is able immediately to mount a defense. Whether if you are going to wait for your body to form its antibodies, by the time it might even be too late. And it has been proven. People who have been actually sick with COVID, by about 10 or 14 days, the virus is already gone. Why? The body has successfully mounted a counterattack. By the time, the virus has already caused what we call a massive damage that the person is dead. Well, also one of the things that the rumors are going on there is that this vaccine is the mark of the beast. Now, I don't know what Bible you are referring to or whose authority you're getting it from, but according to the statement of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, you see that we actually understand that the mark of the beast is really whom you give your allegiance to, your loyalty. It is not a vaccine, my friends. And so, we encourage you because this is not really a matter of what we call the mark of the beast, because I know many people equate the vaccine to the mark of the beast. Now, if you really look at the mark of the beast, it is really a sign that you are disloyal to God. In the final analysis, the mark of the beast is really disobedience to God. And this is it, my friends. If we want God to have the mark of the seal of God, then we should obey and follow the commandments, what God has given us. It's going to be shown in the screen about the exact wordings of the church on this, what we call the mark of the beast. Some people say, okay, there are nanoparticles, and when you are going to get injected, these nanoparticles are just like small chips, and then they can actually identify you. They can track you anywhere. Well, I tell you, it is true that technology is present, but it is not present in the vaccine. In order for you to be able to be tracked with a chip, the smallest size is the size of a rice grain. And nothing of that sort can be found in the vaccine. And I tell you, if you're afraid of being tracked, then you might as well throw away your cell phone, throw away your smartwatches, throw away your laptops, because those are the things that are going to be able to track you down. And of course, lastly, the church is actually saying, we are not the conscience. People can finally decide what they want to do. Because I know there are so many people out there who are really so scared, and they are really sincere. And so we leave the decision to you, but we are not mandating as a church. We are encouraging because we love you. We want you to be spared from this virus so that you would be able to spread the gospel so that you are going to be healthy. And above all, let us treat each other with respect and love. If people don't want to be vaccinated, then I say, okay, it's up to you. But our responsibility is that let us show people the evidence. And finally, during this time of this COVID pandemic, let us remember Psalm 46:1. God is a refuge, a sure help in time of trouble. This is the time that we need God's help and that we should be protected by Him. God bless you all.